Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Full Force News Burst live unboxing of this beauty. Yeah, we'll be getting hopefully stuck into CoverGirl. I better use the words there. We'll be getting in. I won't say the other thing that I was going to say as well. Then we'll be unboxing. There we go. Just say that we'll be unboxing this amazing classified CoverGirl figure. And yeah, I'm excited because it's taken this long to get to the 5th figure in the wave. I don't know why it's taken so. Just getting a time to do this has been ridiculous. I also am fully aware that I might be a bit glitchy tonight, and again, I'm trying. I'm sorry. I will obviously. I'll keep when I'm doing the unboxing. I'll make sure I'll keep it very like the figure on screen for a long periods of time, so that if there is a glitch, it's not too annoying for you guys. I really apologize for that stuff though. What probably happen is you'll hear my audio, but the visual will freeze every now and again. And again, I apologize very much for that. Thanks for everyone jumping on already. Legendary Toys, Ryan Daly, good to see you guys in the chat. Yeah, let's do it. So we've got Courtney CoverGirl Krieger classified to unbox right now. Let's do it. And let us start with the box. Again, I do this every time. I always think I'm gonna make sure I remember who the artist is. Don't forget to check. The funny thing is, because there've been so many, they've literally. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? Adam, I'm sorry about the freezing that will occur throughout. I'm going to try and keep my movements very still so you can't tell if I have frozen or not. Again, there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. It's kind of out of my hands. There's some sort of latency issue that has to be fixed by our ISP, and you know how difficult that is going to be. So anyway, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Courtney CoverGirl Krieger. Again, I completely blank on the artist, and I feel terrible for doing so. But they went with a very kind of interesting animated, kind of exaggerated animated style for CoverGirl on this one. And I think it works. Again, like I expect Squirrel Girl. Yeah, Ryan, definitely. Hello, Droz. Yes, so this is one of those things, isn't it, where you get so many different types and styles of artwork. And this is kind of where it gets interesting, where you do something completely different, completely outside the box. No pun intended. This is on the box, technically. And you get something cool like this. CoverGirl looking, like I said, almost like Squirrel Girl, said Ryan on there. Genius. Was it the Squirrel Girl artist that did it? Is this an Erica Henderson maneuver? And I've just completely forgotten who does it. I should really find out, but it's just not going to happen, is it? Actually, they usually put it on Pulse. So if you go on Pulse and go check it and then tell me in the comments who it is, please and thank you. But I really do like this one. And obviously on the side, we get the side kind of shot as well of the main image on the side. There you go. There's nothing. There is an homage in there because she's on the Wolverine, which is really cool. However, and the Wolverine came up recently as well, didn't it? In the week in the Wave 4 Ultimates, because it comes with the little mini one comes with Gung Ho, which is amazing. Cool. So people are getting this wave now. Finally, it's nice to know. And I wish I'd been able to do this unboxing much earlier and actually got the actual figures. But here is obviously got the figure render on the front of CoverGirl. I can't believe I've managed to stay so what's the word, patient in opening this one, because I've wanted to open this one for ages. 59 on the side, and on this side, let's go through her abilities. So we've got tank, obviously, armorer, maybe, mechanic. I've got nothing like witty to say about any of these because they're all pretty obvious. And metalsmith or a forger or any kind of, yeah. That's brilliant. So yeah, a lot of cool abilities on the Courtney Krieger's one there, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised there isn't like a camera on there or something, something like that. Anyway, that's wicked. And on the back, we've got her figure renders again, showing you what stuff she comes with. Not tons and tons of accessories, but some very interesting and cool ones to get stuck into in here. So yeah, I'm excited. Right, I've got my trusty slice, this little bad boy. It's a little ceramic blade on the end, ever so tiny, wouldn't even know it. And yeah, I'm just gonna trim into this. Great little thing, this. It's so cool. No fuss, no fussing, just cuts them nice and easy. Nice and easy, and then you can open it. I also, though, however, yes, I do want to open this in a certain way. And the only way I can do this, I'll show you. This is my tactic. I've used on many unboxings in the past. I use my little kind of like multi-tool. So I get the knife out like that, right? And now what happens is if you were to open this normally, all this kind of bit of card here would flex and bend and kind of go out of shape. And I don't like that. So this is what I do. I put the blade in like that, and I push against the back a little bit to kind of alleviate the distance between the card like bit where it's cut and because it gets caught underneath, and that's what the problem is. And then you just gently pull it up like that, and it works like a treat every time. Again, you don't have to go blade first. You can go to the back of the blade and just pop it out like that, and it saves. See, look how nice and clean that is. Not all flexed and bent with a big kind of like cut in the middle. Yeah, see, I really do hate that. So that is my little technique to open these. You probably not, you're like, yeah, we know how to open a box, mate. It's not rocket science. No, but it's box science. Right, so yeah, here we go. First up, we're going to go with the weapons crate. Okay, and there we go. Here is the weapons crate. Again, if you've just joined, apologies for any glitching or freezing. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Just have to get through it. I'm sorry. Anyway, Courtney, cover girl, Krieger weapon crate. There you go. We've got a name on there. We've got the boop, 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 little kind of like dial lock on there, which is pretty dope. I don't think I've ever noticed those arrows pointing up. It's like this is the way it goes up. I like that. Then we've got the logos on the front. On the top, we have the fake handles and 59. We have the fake handles on the side as well. And on the back, we have the kind of hinges and the logo. And on the bottom, you got the kind of like the footers at the bottom, the kind of fake. I love that. Like there would be like a little bit of little legs on the bottom of it or something. Oh, it's pretty neat. Anyway, that's that. Same kind of job though. I'm going to open this, even though it's like, it doesn't really make much, doesn't really matter so much, does it? But I'm going to use the old technique to just gently open the box like so. I just find it so much more satisfying, and also like saving any, see, there you go, just to prove it, no crease. There's a little one there's an ever so slight crease there from when I opened it, because it's a long box, so it still kind of folded a little bit when I opened it, but it's a lot better than what it would have looked like, put it that way. Okay, gently open that, and then out comes this. I've also got the legal gumph in there as well. No one cares. No one cares about the legal gumph. I have not been paying attention to comments, and I apologize. Visual literally froze when you said that. I know I'm an idiot. Good evening, Droz. Yep, nice. Pulse. Oh, Toy Bounty Hunter. Pulse shipped me the whole wave on Wednesday. Should arrive any day now. Brilliant. So you can kind of like look along with me, and then you can go and actually enjoy it yourself later. Legendary Toys definitely works. It's like comic book covers. Yeah, exactly. There are so many different comic book variants and stuff, aren't there? Legendary. So you get that kind of, that like all the different styles on show basically when a variant pops out. So yeah, I think as her art on the box is definitely that. Definitely. Draws and loves the style and presentation. Craig says, got cover girl, was respectfully happy about the sculpt. Awesome. Glad. Slave says, she's one of my favorite in the whole line. I may be in the minority, but I love her face sculpt and hair. Pretty sure I do too, but I've seen this figure out of the box, not this particular figure, but I have seen her in hand, and I think she's a magnificent figure. Ryan says, out of the classic tanks, I always like the Wolverine more than the Mobat and Mauler. Wouldn't mind a classified Wolverine someday. I'm a Wolverine fan, I must admit, but I think out of those, the Mauler for me, the Mauler's dope. I think it's just because it's like a light tan color. It's got the kind of prototype design with the the kind of the barrel with the holes in it. I don't know, there's something cool about it. I really love it. Adam says, and I thought I was particular about how I unbox my figure. Yep, I've got my ways. Craig says, I like the crates, but don't display them. Lol. Takes up too much room. They are pretty big, though, actually. They are pretty big. Chris, a fan of Jinx as well. Oh, yeah, Jinx will be wicked. I'd love a Jinx in the classified line. That would be amazing. Cully, hope you're good, buddy. Good to see you in the chat there in the comments. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Yeah, we need. I'm going to be coming back to the UK very soon, right? Legitimately. So I'm going to try and put some message out and see if we can get some sort of little reunion together. Because, man, I miss you guys so much. Yes, Jeff, these crates are like a free ammo dump if you have Wolverine missiles. Yeah, totally. It's Joan Rivers. No, I don't think she looks like Joan Rivers. Very young Joan Rivers, maybe. Leslie, still waiting on classified Mindbender. That's insane. I think probably what might have happened there is they were going to do a second run, but they had to get other figures out. So maybe they put on a pause on it and then had to redo it after the fact. I don't know. That sounds crazy that people are still waiting on Mindbender. I'm so sorry, Leslie, if you are. That's rubbish. It's a great figure. I really do like that one. I've not given it enough love. I need to get some more over on this desk, but it's just getting ridiculous. If you could see it, you would be disappointed, saddened. Sorry, I will be okay, brilliant. I'll see you there, Cully. I'll see you there, buddy. Definitely. Okay then. And Ed has ordered a second cover gal to repaint her blonde. They're arriving tomorrow from Pulse. Brilliant. Well, there you go. I beat you. I beat you to getting them for my unboxing, kind of. Right. So we get this beauty, don't we? We get this kind of two pieces of paper fused together to create a faux bag of some description. So I'm going to open it like a bag of crisps, chips. I was really careful with the first bag of these that I opened, and then I just thought, why? Like, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to reseal it, but I still open it like a bag of chips, and it's still fine. Or crisps. Oh, sorry, everybody. Apologizing to everyone tonight. Okay, so we have got all of the. I hope we've got all the weapons. Yeah, shotgun was stuck in the bottom of the bag. I was like, oh, didn't get a shotgun. No, I did. 100% got the shotgun. Right. So we will start though with let's start with shotgun. Considering I keep saying shotgun every 5 seconds. Here is the shotgun. A pretty solid mold as well, and a very nice extra deco touch on the pump. Would you call that? Let me know what the technical term for that green part is called. I just assume it was called a pump. I don't know. Based on pump action, for a pump action shotgun. There you go. And because I shouted shotgun, I get to go first, Ed. Yeah, exactly. Just to show on the other side as well. Same. It's pretty much the same. There are differences, obviously, because you've got the, I suppose the bullet entry point when you pull back. I'm so bad with the terms on weapons, on guns and stuff. Foregrip, thank you, Patrick. Appreciate that very much. I forget what that's called, that little release thing. Anyway, you've got that on that side because that's where the old Shellington goes in. That's where the bullet goes in. And then you've got the kind of clean on the other side. And you've got this kind of nice little detail on the butt, which I guess is a fake space to have like a, that's where, would that be where you kind of wrap some sort of, like strap? I don't know. I'm not really sure what that, or maybe it's just a detail, like a design detail. I don't know. Ejection port is a nice one. Bullet injection. Thank you, Patrick. I'll just be Pat Benjamin. I'm just going to be asking you questions about different parts of guns all night. Thank you very much, Patrick. I appreciate that. Shout out to Patrick Benjamin in the chat, giving me all the answers I need. Right, yeah, so, okay, shotgun. Then I'm going to say that one to last. You don't know what it is, but it's, well, you probably do, but it's so much fun. So then we have the pistol. This is fancy as well. It's got a nice little handle on the grip there, nice little kind of detailing on there. That kind of, again, another deco hit with the silver on that bit. And again, nice detailing, making sure that it's, it's not it's asymmetrical, if you know what I mean. It's not the same on both sides. Yeah, it's a shoulder strap attachment. I was right on the buttstock. Thank you, Patrick. I was right. It is the shoulder strap attachment point on the buttstock. I thought it was. See, I was right. I just didn't really know the terminology. Anyway, yes, it's a very, very cool pistol she comes with as well. And there you got the blast effect port as well. I don't have any near me. That's, again, poor planning on my part. I don't know. I mean, I'm literally surrounded by Joes and Cobras. Right. Then we have now we call this an adjustable spanner. You guys call it an adjustable wrench, correct? You guys, Americans. Yeah? Is that a wrench? We call that a spanner. An adjustable spanner. And again, it's even got that detailed little adjustable bit where you kind of move the little lower kind of jaw up and down on that little on that thread, which is really cool. I like that. Crescent wrench. Nice. Yeah, adjustable spanner in the UK, crescent wrench in the United States. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that, Sean and Ed, for jumping in on that one. Right, there's your spanner. Oh, that's amazing. Do you know what? I didn't realize what was on this tablet. So yeah, she comes with a tablet. I'll show you the back end first. That's the back of the tablet. Pretty straightforward and basic, isn't it? Not even a camera on this one. She doesn't even get a camera on this tablet. But if you flip it round, it's the Wolverine, baby. I love that. Wolverine blueprints on like the front and the side. That is gorgeous. Isn't that brilliant? I love that it's so bright in reality, in real life. I'm not sure if it's coming across on the screen as well, but it's really bright. It does exactly what like a phone does in, you're in a dark room, it just emblazons the whole. I reckon if I left that out on the table, it would light the entire room up at night. That's brilliant. Grant says, hello, Chris. I see you got CoverGirl. Hopefully we get a blonde version of her later down the line. Yeah, that would be awesome. I actually think we'd probably see blonde CoverGirl in the Ultimates line. And I think that would be a pretty cool one to do, actually, for her blonde version, especially with this one being in the classified kind of scenario. Anyway, love this tablet. Excuse me. Love this tablet. Beep, 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 beep. That's awesome. So she comes with 4 accessories. Now, here's the bit we've all been... It is as clear as the stream allows. Thank you, Pat. I know it's a struggle sometimes, isn't it? So, not that Wolverine, Ed. So, let's get to CoverGirl. And I'll pull away at the box and reveal our CoverGirl in tray. And there she is. All right. Okay, so there we go. I'm sorry, that is a brilliant head sculpt. And I love the hair. Oh, she looks so good. What an awesome figure. Loving, you see all the details there. Absolutely stunning. Very happy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In hand, in reality, in real life, not on screen. Even better. Again, I love these little, what are these called? Little twizzly things. What are these called? I'm just asking everyone what things are called now. Like I've forgotten what things are called. Her paint apps look really good, actually. Sean, I will have a closer look, of course, and we'll get really into that. I'm just going to undo these little very simple twisty ties, which are literally, there's not even a knot. They just twist it up and you just untwist them like this. Very simple. So I really do like that aspect because, my God, there's nothing worse than faffing with a figure in one of these scenarios, trying to get it out. either with like, even when you've got like clips or like a blade or something, it's difficult. And I have in the past on figures like Masterpiece figures, not part Masterpiece necessarily. What were the Transformers or the Selects, where they'd have like the little, you know, plastic ties running across all of them? God, they were horrendous. I was not a fan of those plastic ties. And even when I had like snips and stuff like that, it still wouldn't make a difference. It would also like sometimes cause damage to the figure a little bit. So yeah, I'm happy actually that they use those ties. Now, straight out of the box, she is a delight. Oh my goodness. Let's get the light sorted. There we go. So as you can see, I think that is a stunning head sculpt and hair piece. I think that is so good. I am a big fan of that CoverGirl head sculpt. So I'm just going to, there we go. There's the light I need. And then of course you've got the jacket, which is really nice. That's kind of like a secondary, like a non-removable secondary around the arms there. And then you've got the kind of undershirt. You've got the secondary belt, which is like, you know, kind of, she's got that like, what is that? What does that remind me of? The back of the jacket. Like Han Solo or something? Is it Han Solo? Isn't she got like a Han Solo jacket going on there? It looks a little bit Star Warsy to me, that. Like a little bit scruffy nerf herder kind of style. Anyway, yeah, stunning. And absolute, look at that. I think that's really good paint application, honestly. I haven't got any issues there. Very, very cool. I like the little kind of faux fur around the collar as well. We've got a tampo, a Wolverine tampo. That's very nice on the arm. I'm trying to get it nice and clear for you. There we go. And nothing on that side. But like I said, you got the kind of like the twin belt at the front, but it turns into one belt at the back, I think. Let me just look under the jacket. Yeah, it kind of like crosses over at the back, but it's like two belts over one. Two belts are better than one, apparently. And she has got, I'm trying to think, see what all these little things are on her belt, so that I can actually explain that as well. She's actually got a belt on her trousers as well. So she technically, this is Courtney 3 belts. Oh, Chrissy 2 phones. There's a little loop on the back of said belt for one of the accessories, and then she's got 2 thigh secondaries. One for the tablet, which is a dope little touch there, and then obviously one for the pistol, the sheath there. And again, really nice details on the pants, on the boots. Love an extra green deco touch there on the boots. Just brilliant. And then the hands as well. Got those little gloves. Fingerless gloves. Nice vibe. Oh, this figure is so good. I'm so happy to have got this out finally. Now I can play with my figures. Ed says, Blue Baroness and Blonde CoverGirl are king of the bread and butter of the Ultimates line. Yeah, I still want a classified version. Totally. Joe Barrett, my CoverGirl, just shipped this morning, and I should see her in 5 to 6 days. So excited. Mate, I'm not surprised. This is a great figure. How are the paint apps? Yep, done that one. Good. You saw that some were a little bit off on Facebook. I'll get my set later this week, says Sean. Sean, hopefully your set is as good as, well, hopefully your paint apps on your figures, on your figure in general, are as good as mine, because this is dope. Ed says, she looks awesome. Easily my favorite Joe lady so far. I'm very partial to Lady J. I love that figure, and I love the retro one even more so because of all the cool little retro accessories she comes with, like the camera, the backpack, all that kind of good stuff, the spear gun and everything. So like I'm really into that figure, but CoverGirl, she's right up there with Jay for me now. Like I love both of them. In fact, CoverGirl is one of my favorites of the whole line at the moment. I think she's great. Absolutely brilliant. Robert H. Belts made for good weapons, so it's good for a Joe to pack plenty of them. Absolutely. That's why she needs 3 belts. Becky 2 belts is ready to challenge Courtney. I'd like to see classified Sparta repainted from CoverGirl. Yes, Yes, that's a good shout, isn't it? Different head, and then like a different, and then just like a redeco. That's a really good idea, actually. Yeah, good shout. Sparta, my goodness. Mark Cully, heading to a vintage toy fair on Sunday in Birmingham. We'll keep my eyes out for G.I. Joe, but looking for Star Wars. Nice one, buddy. Last time we hung out was probably at Milton Keynes Comic Con, was it? Was that the last time we hung out? It's been too long, dude. It has been way too long. We do need a Wolverine for her now. We absolutely do. Not just the one that's on her little tablet. She is looking pretty great, Leslie. Totally. Yeah, and another fan stream, hopefully, Grant. Yeah, hopefully there'll be one before Yojo June. I would imagine so. Yes, Eduardo, there is a difference with the blonde and the blonde version and the kind of reddy brown version. There's definitely a difference in body design on the Sunbow cartoon. So it might even be worth doing a completely different figure for her as well if they ever do that. Jeremy's just got here. Can we start the unboxing? Yeah, well, let's go. Let's start from the beginning, right? Recap. When we were young, Mark. My God, when we were young. CoverGirl is your favorite in the wave. Yeah, actually, CoverGirl and actually, it's just yeah. I mean, I love Outback, and I love Barbecue, and the Crimson Bat's dope, and then there's Falcon. So yeah, I think CoverGirl being the newest, like most brand new parts, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I'm very happy with this figure, especially very high up in this wave, very in general high up in the line for me. Leslie Park says, how much would a classified scale Wolverine cost? Too much. No, it would be. Would it have to be a HasLab, or do you think they could squeeze out a like a large vehicle kind of thing? Hard to say, in it, because it is still a big vehicle. You've got those two huge like missile launchers on the back, and then you've got they sit in it, but it's like to the one side, to the right, I think, as you sit in it, and it's like there's a lot of surface area going on. It's not like just like a one-seater with missiles behind. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a silly little mini vehicle kind of thing. Like this, it is a significant vehicle that she rocks. And then if they brought Wolverine out as if they did it as a HasLab, right? They could do a CoverGirl with blonde hair that came with it, and they could do Rock and Roll as Ton Up, who came with the Wolverine in the United Kingdom. Yeah, if you don't believe me, go to Blood for the Baron, look up the Wolverine in 1984 or 5, and then have a look, because Ton Up is the driver of that, and he's I don't even think he's a repaint. He's literally Rock and Roll. But anywho, yeah. Oh no. Toy Nerd says, I just opened up a CG a little bit ago and her thigh swivels are fully stuck. I'm gonna hit it with a hairdryer to see how that goes. No, we're good here, mate. I'm sorry, Toy Nerd. I hope that gets sorted for you. But yeah, we do have thigh swivelage, and I'll just hold that one there to show you. You can probably hear the noise it made then as I twisted it, just to prove it is the thigh swivels are 100% swiveling. Every day I'm swiveling. Yeah, both sides are fine. He says, is that one maybe not? Maybe this one's stuck. Maybe I'll need some heat on this. Oh no, it went there. You probably heard it in the background as well. Yeah, that's thigh swivel. It's a bit. It was this one on the right leg was a little stiff, but the one on the left seemed to work with a little bit, quite easily, and the one on the right definitely needed a bit more elbow grease. Anyway, Courtney CoverGirl Greg. Let's gear her up. Why have I not put a gear on? Right. So pistol, holster, polster. That's not a thing. There we go. A pistol is in the holster. The lotion. I won't finish that. Okay. Tablet is in the basket. The tablet is the tablet. There's the tablet. There's the tablet. carry thigh. I'm going to put it. What would you see personally? If I were carrying this tablet in real life, I wouldn't have the screen on show. Although I put it in my, if I go like to the gym and I have like a strap on my arm for my iPhone, it is technically showing because I need to touch it to change things like, what music I'm listening to and stuff. So I maybe I'm wrong there, but it's telling you obviously that little deviation in the bottom, that little kind of trapezium shape at the bottom there obviously matches the trapezium cutout shape there on there. So obviously it goes in that way. It's a tablet holster, says the Figure Six Pack. Thank you. So it technically should go in like that so that the Wolverine is the right way up and also on show all the time, which is dope. But like I said, if I was like transporting it, I might want to protect it, that screen. So I might just have it the other way around. You probably can put it in the other way around. I mean, I could just try that and see if it works, just to satisfy my weird real life OCD here. No, well, it does kind of go in, but it doesn't go all the way because that little divot stops it. I'm sure I could just push it over that, but also that's something I don't want to mess about with. So I'm just going to put it in the way it was intended to go in and just hope she's got good insurance or a good plan that allows you to get that fixed if it breaks. Why am I thinking about this in real world terminology? It's weird. It's ridiculous. The wrench, AKA the spanner, the adjustable spanner, is going in the back loop belt right there. And that is going to slot in like so. Lovely stuff. I might put it in the other way around. Don't know why. Just feels right. Tell me what you think. Fat end of the spanner towards the back or fat end of the spanner towards the front? See, that looks right to me. The other way didn't look as right. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like I have a thing where it's like, no, that's how it goes. It might not even be the way other people are thinking. There are a lot of articulation points on this figure. It's pretty dope. I'm saying that like I've never used or looked at a classified figure before. No, she looks fantastic, and this is great. So this is her with all of her like gear on, as it were. The pistol, the wrench, and the tablet are all in play. And then, of course, she has her shotty, which I'm just gonna. That reminds me of a scene in Snatch, but I'm not going to say the line because it would probably get the video tagged in a way that I wouldn't want it to. You might know what I'm talking about. It's when he asks for his shooter towards the end of the movie, Bricktop. Does anyone know what I'm talking about here? Probably not. Probably not. I'm just getting her positioned with her shotty. There we go. Get her hand on the pump. Just getting into a nice position there, and yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Do not mess with CoverGirl. She's got a shotgun and she knows how to use it. She knows how to use it. Highly articulated. Love the film. Can't recall the line. Go to the bit at the end where Bricktop gets his comeuppance, should we say? No spoilers. And he says, "Pass me that shooter." And then the windscreen comes down, and the Irish response is not one I can say on screen. Anyway, what are you guys saying while I'm being an idiot on screen here? The Wolverine is unique to G.I. Joe, like the Mobat, really, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, like the Mobat really isn't. Sorry, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, I mean, I have seen those kind of like grenade launching type vehicles, but I'm not sure if there's one exactly. There probably is. Someone will let us know if there's one exactly the same in the real world. But that, yeah, the Mobat was based on, what was the Mobat based on? Abrams or something? I can't remember. I know the Mauler was based on that prototype. There's an image of it, isn't there, that didn't quite make it out, should we say? Anyway, Jeremy says, when she's driving, having the screen up makes sense for quick use. Okay, Jeremy, appreciate that. Thank you. talking about the tablet, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good point. So you can just look down at it on her thigh. I would have it positioned in some sort of cool little spot. That'd be even cooler, wouldn't it? If the tablet slotted into the panel of like a HasLab Wolverine. Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be great, and it would call back to this figure. Oh, that would be so good. You might demonstrate the functionality of the toy during your live stream, Chris. Yes, exactly. That's what I should be doing, not just questioning it and then hoping people can just make it up in their brains. You want fat to the back, says Adam, right? Fat back. So like as I've done it like that. Yeah, I think so too. Chris, you're weird and you know what? So are all of us. In the quiet words of the Virgin Mary. Thank you, Toy Nerd. You know what film I'm talking about. Oh, Jeremy gave her Shotty to Falcon and Falcons to Flint. Nice. It's like a passing of the shotguns. I like it. Jeff, Snatch is a great movie with lots of great characters. You like Dags? Oh, dogs. Yeah, I like dogs. Dags. Absolutely. Sorry, Point Break. Sorry. I got the Everyday I'm Shuffling song in your head now. Apologies for that. What was I saying it for? Every day I'm swiveling was what I was saying, wasn't it? Yeah, of course. That belt has really thrown a spanner in the works, eh? Absolutely, Leslie. Anything to declare? Yeah, don't go to England. Yeah, absolutely. That was, what's his name that says that, wasn't it? The I forget the actor's name. Bit of a legend, isn't he? And I've forgotten his name now, but yeah, he's like, yeah, don't go to England. Yeah, I remember that. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Robert H. I remember seeing a tank from a 12-inch UK toy line that works pretty well for classified and have thought about picking one up for her to drive. Not Action Man or Action... Yeah, not Action Man you're talking about, are you, Robert H? Because they had some pretty stonking vehicles at 12-inch. And just thinking about it, maybe they would like work for these kind of figures as well. But some of them are huge. They were like almost like kids ride on blooming Jeeps. They were that big. I remember the Jeep, the helicopter, there was a tank. There were all sorts of cool vehicles in the Action Man line. But yeah, was that one you're thinking about? Because there, some beauties in there. Mr. Popinski, did you see that statement from Hasbro that the blister is going back for G.I. Joe package is real? What state? I don't know. I haven't seen that statement. I have not seen that statement. Was it from a while back when we were talking about this with them, and over the course of a week, all that kind of stuff changed, and Hasbro put out a thing about plastic bubbles returning for things that would need it, like retro packaging and 3 3/4 and so on and so forth. That statement, yeah, that was a long time ago though, and that was right at the back end of the retro line. But yeah, I imagine we would have bubbles for the retro carded things. I don't think they're going to go to. I don't know if there's been anything new. I haven't seen it anywhere, and I don't know where it would have been posted. Would it have been posted on like? Was it in like a comment in someone's response? I don't know. Let us know if you've got any more. I'll have to have a look. That might have just happened. Typical, of course. I go and do something, and then all the news kicks off everywhere. So what is the actual statement saying? Is it saying that? Because that is quite an I mean, it depends, isn't it? I mean, if it's for retro, then yeah, it makes sense. And I don't think it's much of a news thing. But if it's going to be for like plastic is coming back to classified series, like plastic windows and stuff, that could be something completely different and quite a new post. But what is it in context to? Like, what's the context? Is it a comment, a response, or is it something they've posted? Because that also is quite important. Because again, like Emily's made statements in the past that have been, that have been on like Instagram and stuff like that have been on other posts. I'm not really seeing anything here. But was it for a different line? Was it for like Marvel Legends, and they also included that, you know, it would include that GI Joe and other lines in it and stuff like that. I kind of need to see the statement before I make any judgment on it, though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fantha Tracks. So this is Star Wars. We wanted to share an update on packaging for Hasbro's 6-inch scale figures. Based on your feedback, we will be reintroducing windows and blisters to our 6-inch fan figures beginning later this year into 2024 for select products across our portfolio of brands, including G.I. Joe Classified, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Star Wars, Black Series, and Marvel Legends. This will eventually expand to all new figure releases. The new windows and blisters will be made from bio-PET or recycled PET, helping us achieve our priority of meeting our fans' expectations for extraordinary packaging and superior design while still developing packaging that minimizes waste and the use of virgin plastic. Thank you again for being one of our biggest fans and your continued support of Hasbro. Interesting. So that was seemed to be via, that's Fantha Tracks. So they are Star Wars and they're very, very, what's the word? Reliable network. So yeah, this is definitely legitimate. Windows are coming back. I wish it was like a little, you know, Windows 95 icon in the emojis. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting Windows are coming back, and that's my post. I really wish there was a Windows 95 emoji that I could have used for that. That would have been hilarious. I say hilarious. Yeah, that's interesting though. Yeah, so it looks like I've got a news burst to do when I get off this unboxing video with you guys. Actually, while we're on the end of this, let's transition to the end of the video, sort of. Yeah, hi. So thanks for joining me. Well, obviously, if there's a few more questions coming through, I'll excuse me, I will definitely deal with those before we go. I'm just popping Windows are coming back onto all of the socials. Sorry for the intrusion into your, you know, you're trying to enjoy this video and I'm all like, sorry guys, I've got to multitask. And you know I can't multitask very well. I will try and summarize while I do this. So there we go. I think I'm done. Yes, I'm done. So CoverGirl, amazing figure. Really happy with how she came out. Loving the head sculpt, the hair. Again, the light's a little bit blown out there. So if I do, there we go. That's better. You can see it nice and clearly, I guess. She came out really well. Some cool accessories as well. Obviously, the shotgun's a nice touch. Get a nice little deco on there as well. The tablet's wicked with the little Wolverine blueprints on the screen. You've got the wrench as well, or the spanner, as I call it. And then you've got the pistol as well in the old holster. Very awesome figure. I'm very happy to finally have her out of the box. And yeah, I'm going to be displaying this one ASAP. Now, comments. What are we all saying in the comments? Thank you, Mr. Popinski, by the way, for letting me know about that. I got all confused and was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, no, I'm fully aware now what it is, and it's all posted and out there for everyone to read. Like you haven't already read it 26 times on every other G.I. Joe poster scenario. What are we saying? Jeremy said, oh, thank you, Ryan. The actor I was talking about, the American actor in Snatch, as in the one who is actually American and continues to be American throughout the movie, was Dennis Farina, late great Dennis Farina. Thank you very much, Ryan, for that. Yeah, he's the one that goes, yeah, don't go to England when he's asked for anything to declare. Yeah, I know Brad Pitt was in that movie, but he does not play an American, even though he is he Canadian, Brad Pitt? I think he's Canadian. Doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't think anyone does, really. Jeremy says, I hope the Wolverine has a little cell phone GPS mount for a tablet. Now I imagine that being the tier 2 stretch goal. You see, we're already just expecting that to be the next HasLab, aren't we? Grant says, I'm looking forward to another female Joe coming to Classifieds, that being Helix. I'd also be curious what they're doing with Shooter. Yeah, Shooter, Helix, any others that I probably almost gave away by accident. I suppose the Trooper Officer 2-pack as well isn't in hand yet, at least. So yeah, you can count those two, can't you? Oh, Robert H. Yes, the HM Special Forces figures. Yes, No, I get what you're saying. You're right. They are undersized, basically 6 inches. Yeah, you're right. They've got some. I used to love going into. There's a toy shop near my mum and dad's in Hunstanton, and I would go there because they'd have a whole wall of like HM Special Forces. There was another one as well, World Peacekeepers. All of the kind of like not knockoff, but like the own brand kind of military figures. And I would be like, oh, I could use that that as a base for like my G.I. Joe figures. I could use that as a vehicle and customize it. I did that a lot. And then when I went to the States and there's all those like, the Toys R Us, the True Heroes and all that kind of stuff, man, I was going nuts there as well. Yeah, looks like plastic windows are coming back. Windows 95. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, there was a lot of, there was pressure there, wasn't there, Ed? No shock that they're caving to the pressure. Mint on card collectors are screwed with the windowless boxes. Glad they found a way to do it responsibly. Yeah, cool. Point Break, great review. Looking forward to getting mine. It's not a great review, Point Blank, is it really? But I accept that, and I'm literally going to use this screenshot here as a, as a recommendation. Like when you see in like the back of a movie, it's like a no holds barred, action packed wonder fest of a movie, and you watch it and it's absolute garbage. That's exactly what's going to happen here. People are going to see this screenshot and they think, oh, this is going to be a great review, and they're going to be like, what? Shoot, oh, he's from Missouri. He is. I knew that. I feel terrible for forgetting that Brad Pitt's from Missouri. Yeah, my bad. I take it all back. Yeah, but like he wasn't playing an American is what I was getting at. He was playing a traveler, an Irish traveler. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling getting rid of windows on packaging wasn't a great idea. Well, looks like they've gone back on it. Bomb Strike, yes, Bomb Strike would be great, Ed, big time. The figure 6-pack says, speaking of female figures, was the G.I. Joe Club Bomb Strike figure head sculpt based on a real person? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I ever found out or was aware of, no. But I mean, it could have been whoever sculpted it. But no, I'm not sure fully. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining me on this episode. I'm going to be off now to do that news burst that I have to do, obviously. I've also got lots more coming up. I've just finished recording the Quick Kick Deep Dive video, so I should get that edited and should be up by tomorrow at the very least. And what else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got another monthly coming up about Night Force, and lots of other stuff that I've just completely forgotten about. The weekly, of course, on Saturday. Lots of good stuff to come. Oh yeah, yes, I'm going to be unboxing these beauties as well very soon. Maybe tomorrow if I get an opportunity during the day. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully I can do the Super 7 Wave 1 unboxing. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining me in unboxing Courtney Covergirl Krieger. I will see you guys on the next one. You know what to do at the end of all these episodes. After 3, 1, 2, 3, full force. See you later. That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter at The Full Force, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/The Full Force, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/The Full Force Podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.